Hello everyone, I am Mushtaq Hussain. In this video, I am going to explore and demonstrate activities available in the TPA, that is Teacher Practice Area. Now to enter into Teacher Practice Area, you can either click onto this link or you can go to My Courses, then click onto Moodle Training, then click onto Teacher Practice Area. Now it will take you to Teacher Practice Area. Now once you enter over here, do not forget to click on to turn editing on. Right now it is in green color. Once you click onto it, then it will turn into red color. So this is editing is on now. Now once you turn editing on, then you can click on to practice area. Okay, so here is the practice area. So you can see all the participants who are teachers. So you can see my name over here. So these are all the participants on MM15, that is Moodle MOOC 15. Okay, now once you want to add any activity or resource in teacher practice area, you need to click onto this. Link again and again, because you might be adding number of activities as well as resources. So whenever you add any activity or a resource, you need to click onto this link. So here I click onto this link. Now you can see huge variety of activities here. Now let me tell you the fact. So how many activities do we have on Moodle? So we have 53 activities that we can add. So you heard me right. It's 53. So I'm going to explore and demonstrate one by one. Now if I take you through all 53 activities and add some details or content, then it might take a couple of say hours. So I'm going to show few examples. So for example, now here is our first activity, that is assignment. So just click on to assignment. After that, it will give you brief idea about what you can do in assignment. So as we know, assignment enables a teacher to communicate tasks, collect work, and provide grades and feedback. So this is what you can do. And once you share any activity or a task to your students, and you can accept their responses in the form of say PDF file, Word file, Excel file, images, audio, video, or alternative, if you want them to directly type their responses then and there, even you can allow them. So this is what we can do. So let me just show you one example. So once you click on to assignment, then you can click on to add. After that, so whatever assignment you are going to give to your students, so you can enter here. So here I am going to enter, say assume that I am going to do something on cross-cultural communication. So here I write the topic cross-cultural communication, and here is my assignment for my students. So basically what they need to do is they need to explore cultural aspects of their countries, right? So maybe they can explore these aspects: etiquette and manners in business setup, then food and cuisine of their country, then religion, I mean if they want to disclose, otherwise yes, even they can add it, then music, then customs and traditions, clothing and costumes, games and pastimes. So this is how as a teacher I can add it. Okay, so even I have explained everything. So these are the aspects they need to explore in order to do this study. So that is in order to complete this assignment, that is explore cultural aspects of their countries. So this is how I can add this. Now in order to respond, so students can respond in any form. Maybe they will create a audio file, or maybe video file, or they will just give a write-up. Okay, or maybe they can prepare a poster presentation, or maybe they can create slides, right? So I mean it's their this thing, right? So they can do anything. And don't forget to, so once you are done, once you enter your assignment, don't forget to save and display. So here I click on to save and display. So again it will take me to this practice area. So you can see, so if I go back to practice area or return to practice area, yes, so you can see now it is added. Okay, this is the assignment which I have added some time back, I mean few seconds back. Now what I can do is I can just drag my assignment under my name. Okay, so yeah, so here I drag it. Yes, so now it is, sorry, yeah, now you can see it is under my name. Now let me share some, or let me add some new activities. Again you need to click on to add an activity or source. Then for example, if you want to conduct an online class, okay, so maybe you can use big blue button, right? So again you can click on to big blue button. So again it will give you details, okay, so how you can use big blue button. So BBB lets you create from within Moodle links to real-time online classrooms using big blue button, an open source web conferencing system for distance education. Okay, so again if you want to set up your class online, so again you can click on to add. After adding, then maybe you can write the name of the class. Okay, so for example, a session on CCC. So maybe they are aware, like CCC stand for cross cultural communication. Okay, and yeah, so if you want to send notification, you can click on to send notification. Apart from this, I mean you will get number of options or setting, like activity or room setting, recording setting, presentation content. So I mean whichever applicable, you can go for that. Now once you add to this, then again you can click on to save and display. Okay, now again you can see, so this is what we have added. So if you click on to join session, then it will take you to your BBB session, right? So this is how we can create one, right? So again if you want to add something more, then you can go to practice area again. Okay, so this is how, I mean for every time you need to go to practice area. Okay, so here you can see, so a session on CCC. Now again let me drag this and keep it under my name. Okay, yeah, here we go. So maybe I'll show you one more so that we can save some time, because we need to explore more number of activities. As I told you in the beginning, we can add 53 different activities in Moodle, right? In teacher practice area. So this is how I have added 2 activities. Now let me add some more activities. Okay, again click on to add an activity. Now like chart. Okay, so even you can click on to chart. Okay, now how can we use chart in this activity? The chart activity module enables participants or your students to have text-based real-time synchronous discussions. Okay, so it is real-time discussion actually. So once they are online, so they can discuss with each other. So how can we create it? So as a teacher, then again you can click on to add button. Then it will take you to that window where you can enter the details. So name of the chat room. So name of the chat room. So again I'll keep the same subject. Okay, CCC CCC chat room. Okay, just example. Then description. Okay, so maybe I can direct my students that, okay, so you are supposed to explore or discuss, okay, cultural aspects in your country. Okay, so you can discuss, you can share, right? You can share the pictures and all of that, right? So discuss and share cultural aspects of your country or region if they are from same country. So it will yeah. So once that is done, then again for every say additions, for every activity, so we have number of settings. Okay, so restrict access, common module setting, chart session, activity completion tag. So maybe again this is demo, so I'm not going to explore in detail, but you can always go for that and you can make necessary changes. Then again click on to save and display. This is how we added one more activity. Okay, so maybe there is some error over here. So anyways, I mean, we shall do something else again. Okay, so this is how I think this is not added, so no problem. So let me try one more activity to add. Okay, then we have got checklist. So I'll show you this one also. Okay, so if you click on to checklist, so for example, if you wanted to share a particular checklist with your students or with your participant or the learners, so maybe you can mention over there. Okay, so the use of checklist is it allows you to create a checklist or to-do list or a task list for your students to work through. Okay, so let me show you how to add it. So again, click on to add, then checklist. I mean, what is that checklist all about? Okay, so for example, checklist for making final presentations. Okay, so assume that this is the checklist. Now I am going to add the checklist. Okay, so let me, okay, so here is the checklist for the students for making their final presentation in the course. Okay, so here is our checklist. So I'm going to use bullet points over here. So number point is content of their presentation, then structure of the presentation, then citation. Okay, so we need to be free from plagiarism, so we need to add citation to each and every slide. Then after that, time management. Okay, so we can write it randomly. Then maybe body language. Okay, then slide design, then verbal communication. So I am just writing it randomly. Okay, then grooming. Okay, how do they groom themselves? Okay, so this is how I can create the checklist so that they can go through it. Now once you are done, then again you can click on to display description on course. So if you want to display on the course, so even you can do that, right? And click on to save and display. So this is how we created one more activity over here. So maybe you can again go back to your practice area and you can check, right? So here now you can see the checklist for making final presentations, right? So again, let me drag this activity under my name so that there won't be any confusion for rest of the participants. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. So as of now, I have created 3 different activities using teacher practice area. Now let me just explore the activities, all the activities, because if I keep on adding all these activities, it might take more than couple of hours. So I'm not going to do that. So maybe I'm going to explain in brief. Okay, so as of now we discussed till checklist. Then next one is choice. So what is this choice? For example, the choice activity module enables a teacher to ask a single question and offer a selection of possible responses. For example, if you want to understand from your student that, okay, what makes us employable? Okay, what makes us employable? Okay, maybe you can give some options. So options could be English language skills, domain knowledge, okay, right skills, right attitude, okay, numeracy, literacy, then soft skills, then rest of the skills. So this is how you can share the list and you can just ask them to respond, right? So this is how you can enter or add an activity on choice. Then Congrea. Now Congrea, again, it is very similar to Big Blue Button, BBB, where it allows you to participate in a synchronous learning, which means that the teacher and the presenter, teacher or a presenter and students are logged into virtual learning environment and interacting with each other at the same time. So again, it is an example of synchronous learning like we have discussed in Big Blue Button. So this is how you can again create a link for Congria and you can add it there, right? Then custom certificate. So again this module allows us to a dynamic generation of PDF certificates, right? So maybe you can create a template in the beginning, okay, and after that you can just change the name of that participant. So this is how you can create a custom certificate. Then next one is database. Now database, so what kind of database we can create over here? So actually it enables participants to create and maintain, search a collection of entries. So collection of entries are nothing but records, yeah. Then after that, e-voting. So maybe your students can or your participants can vote online, okay, using their smartphone as well as laptop. So again you can create that link, okay. Then we have got Exabis games, okay. So it is all about multiple choice questions, okay, or maybe true or false. So these are very objective kind of questions, right? So you can add them. So again it has got two categories actually. You can select two forms of these games. One is brain game and second is exact clicks, right? So this is how you can add games. Then we have got external tools. So if you want to add any external tool, so since I have been discussing about cross-cultural communication, so let me add one external tool. So that is very interesting actually. So maybe it might help to your students too. So let me add to the teacher area. So here I go. Then what I can do is I can okay, so I can name that tool. For example, the name of the tool is interest, okay, ONET interest profiler. So actually this is one tool which identifies interest of the students, okay, and their interest is categorized into 6 different categories, okay, and based on the rating, okay, so they can select top 3 interests and accordingly they can think of making their career in future. Okay, I'll explain in some time. Then tool URL. So here we need to enter the URL. So I have already opened this window. So you need to just click that URL, copy, then again go back to Moodle, then click on to this URL, enter that URL, okay, and yes, tool configuration not found for this. Okay, so there is some issue over here. So maybe I think we need to add the RSS feed over here. So anyways, even you can go to rss.app and you can enter this thing so that you can create that feed and you can add that feed over here so that you can add the tool. So again you can save and display, right? So I'm not going to save it because there is some tool configuration not found for this URL. So maybe first of all I'll create an RSS feed, then I can enter the tool over here. Okay, so I'm going to cancel it. So this is how you can add more number of activities. So let me explore rest of the activities without adding them because we have already taken 18 minutes of time so far. Okay, so what do we have next is so we are done with external tool. Then we have got fair allocation. Okay, so actually it let you define choices your participants can then rate, right? Then we have got feedback. So feedback enables a teacher to create a custom survey for collecting feedback. So for example, you have completed one course. So on completion of that course, maybe if you wanted to take feedback from your students, so you can prepare a questionnaire. Okay, so maybe using a Google Doc, right, or Google Form, right, or you can use some tool also like SurveyMonkey, right, and you can just share the link so that you can get the feedback from your student. Then forum. Forum is just for discussion, right? So for example, even students can discuss, okay, if they have any issue understanding particular concept, or if they find any difficulty writing any assignment, so anything or everything related to course, so they can discuss anything about the course. So this forum is meant for the students. Then we have variety of games. Okay, so you can just look at this list. Okay, book with questions, then crosswords, then cryptex, then hangman, then hidden picture, then millionaire, then snakes and ladders, then Sudoku, okay, then glossary, then there is glossary, right? So glossary, this module enables participants to create and maintain a list of definitions like a dictionary, okay, so that they can just write all the important terms with their meanings, right? Or maybe they can add some examples too, right? Then the next module is group choice. Now this allows students to enroll themselves in a group within a course, okay? So maybe you have multiple groups. For example, they have created say 10 different groups, so they have that choice, okay, they can join group number 1 or 2. So maybe you can set the limitation for each group. For example, if you have 100 students and you have created 10 groups, right? So maybe you can restrict to only 10 students per group, right? So this is how let them select their own group, right? Then group formation. So maybe again we can allow the so this plugin generates groups of participants based on a questionnaire answers. Yeah, so this is something different. Then we have got group selection. So again they can create and select their own groups. Even we did the same thing in Moodle MOOC 15. Yeah, so we can do that. Then hot question. Okay, so this enables students to post and vote on post in response to question asked by course teachers. So this is how what they can do. Hot question, right? So they do respond to the teacher. Then hotpot, what is this module all about? So actually it distributes interactive learning materials to their students via Moodle and view reports on the students' responses and results. So this is what we can do. So so hot potatoes version 6. So you can see rest of the details of hotpot. Okay, then we have got interactive content. So now again this is the platform where you can add some interactive content, right? So create interactive content such as interactive video, question sets, okay, drag and drop questions, multiple choice questions, presentations, and many more. Okay, so you can just think of there are number of tools which are interactive. Even these days even presentations are interactive, so maybe you can go for that and you can add them. Then we have got Jitsi. Again, this is very wonderful tool for video conferencing, okay, which we have discussed in our previous Moodle course, right? So you can use this video conference, okay, for your Moodle users, right, by displaying your username and avatar, video conferences, and you can meet, right? So yeah, so this is like a live session with your students. Then journal. So if you want to add any journal to your course, so you can do that. So actually it helps teachers to obtain students feedback about a specific topic, right? So yeah, so basically you get some feedback from specific topic, right? Then next one is lesson activity, so which enable a teacher to deliver content or practice activities in interesting and flexible ways. Okay, so this is how you can create activities. So so lessons may be used for self-directed learning or for scenarios or simulations or decision making exercises. So there are a number of say benefits of it, right? Then media collection. So if you want to add some videos or audio clips, okay, so you can create your own gallery or media content. So maybe if you have created your own video tutorials, right, so maybe you can add them there, right? Or if you have some additional resources from other this thing, then you can that. Yeah, mind map, again this is one wonderful tool, right, to explain any difficult concept. So maybe you can create your own mind maps and you can add them over here. So create and save simple mind maps from within the Moodle. So it will help you to create and save and share it with your students. Then we have got MooTyper. MooTyper allows us to learn how to type. Okay, so maybe if some students are not that much fast to complete their assignments, so maybe this will help them. So this is very much possible on this platform called Moodle, right? Then newsletter allows publishing of email newsletters, right? So newsletter is not new for you, right? Then OU blog, so it allows for the creation of blogs within a module. Even we have discussed how to add external blogs, right? So this is how we can create blogs within a module, okay, which are separate to the core Moodle blog system. Then we have got podcast, you can create podcast, right? Then we have got questionnaire, you can prepare the questionnaire, okay, and you can conduct the surveys, okay, using questionnaire. Then we have got Q tournament. Q tournament is an activity that allows to develop contests, right? So it is like, yes, I mean, context among the students. Then quiz, you can create a quiz and you can conduct that quiz for your students. Then next one is read aloud. For example, if you have some content and if you put that content, okay, so actually it will allow you to, actually that content will be read by that application itself, right? Just you need to add the content, that's it. Okay, so it helps students to just listen to the content which you have added. So it is designed to assist teachers in evaluating their students reading fluency. So basically it helps to enhance students reading fluency. Then we have got reader. Reader allows teachers to set reading goals for students. Then screencast-o-matic, yes, as we have been using for last 2 months, okay, so it helps us, okay, to create video, then edit them, then publish them, right? And you can create video tutorials, you can share, okay, you can give some assignments. Even students can create their own videos using screencast-o-matic, and they can submit the assignments. Then we have got student folder. Okay, so in this folder what you can do is participants can upload documents that are available to other participants immediately or after you have checked the documents and given your consent, right? Then again you can conduct some survey, right? So this module provides a number of verified survey instruments that have been found useful in assessing and stimulating learning in online environment. So yeah, this can be done. Then task chain. Okay, so basically it helps teachers to distribute interactive learning materials to their students via Moodle and view reports on their students' responses and result. Then we have got team builder. Team builder is used, okay, to Moodle groups based on their answers, okay, to a series of questions that you specify. Then we have got tutorial booking. Teachers can set the names of other people who have signed up and a slot to be visible or hidden from students. Then print registers of students signed up to slots. So this is what you can do in tutorial booking. Then VizIQ live class. So again, this can be used for synchronous online class. Yes, you can schedule an online class and you can give your lecture. Then we have got workshop. Okay, so it helps the teachers, okay, enables the collection, review and peer assessment of students' work, right? So this is the workshop. And finally you can conduct Zoom meeting. You can host a Zoom meeting for your students. So web conferencing platform that gives authorized users the ability to host online meetings. So maybe you can host online meeting weekly, daily, I mean it depends on the demand of your course. So this is how we have explored and demonstrated 53 activities in teacher practice area. I hope you will like this video. Thank you so much.